So we are now.
Nick. Okay.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi YouTube again. We are the junior coaches in another class about different topics,
Um,
and
We are going to explain you.
we are going to explain you about some different topics that we learned before, and we are going to teach you, and we are going to discuss about it, and let's gonna check if we have some mistakes, and if all of us understand the all the topics. Okay, so let's do that. Who wants to start?
me. That's more.
Okay, you are the winner, man. You can start.
I'm the only one. Okay. My topic is any and not any.
Perfect.
Okay. So the first rule is that any is only negative with a meaning negative when it's used with not. Okay. So for example, she is unhappy because she hasn't got any friends. So in hasn't is the not and any. So it's a negative sentence. It's like
So
uh,
any.
it's negative because you don't have um, friends. It doesn't have friends. And the next is that no means the same as not any, but is more emphatic. So, for example, she's got no friends, so it's like more cruel, more I don't know, more.
So not any is with negative situations.
Uh, yes, yes. For example, but when it's with not, so for example, any is just any, ninguno, yes. But with not is negative, has a meaning, a negative meaning. So only is
Okay.
only negative when it's used with not. So she's unhappy because she hasn't got any friends. So that is bad because she must have friends to be happy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And the second rule is that no, so just no means the same as not any, but is more emphatic. So she's got no friends. Here she's not saying any, just no, and is more emphatic.
There is no
Okay,
milk or there is no something.
tell me.
Is it correct to say there is no milk or there is no something?
Yeah, yeah, but that is another rule. Yes, but yes. So you can use there's, for example, there's no any people here, or there's no any junior coaches in the class. So that means that is negative.
Okay, okay. I got it.
And no is the same as not any, but is more emphatic. So it's more like when you are trading and you say like, she's got no responsibility. Okay. I
Okay.
a lot. Okay.
Yes, but
Okay. The next is, for example, not any cannot begin a sentence. No is used instead. So, for example, if you are gonna begin with the negative, so you only can use no, not any at the beginning. Okay. Not any is before this the verb or the verb. Yes. So, for example, here, no cigarette is harmless. So, do you understand the sentence?
No, really? No.
So, it says that there is no one cigarette that doesn't
Hurt you?
make a harm.
Oh, okay, okay. Could
Yes, like
you
a hurt.
harm? What is harmless?
Harmless harm is, for example, is the same like hurt. Yes, it's like uh, daño. Yes, harm.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's without harm. Yes, without harm.
Okay.
So no cigarette. There is no one cigarette that is harmless because all cigarettes make harm.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. And the last one is we do not use usually not any with singular countable nouns. So when you say, for example, she hasn't got a job, or she hasn't, it's correct, say she hasn't got a job, but it's incorrect, for example, say she hasn't got any job because it's just one job, yes? So, for example, in the first sentence, remember the first sentence? They are saying she hasn't got any friends because it's in plural. Capichi?
So she's unhappy because yeah.
So
So
not any is only with plural countables.
okay, so if there is a noun or if it's a noun or like the other example with no, so no is for like more general and not any is for plural.
Now, for example, okay, first we have not any, yes? So we
Yeah.
know that not any is negative,
Yeah.
yes? So not any is used for plural, okay? So nouns in plural. So for example, in the sentence, let me do here. For example, whatever color. Okay, this. Okay. So for example, she hasn't she hasn't got any problems in her life. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have not in any, right?
Yeah.
So any problems here, you notice that the noun is in plural, not singular.
Yeah.
Okay, so but when we are gonna start with the negative, so for example, and so we say like no problem, no problem is life. Yes, so we are starting with the negative. So in that
Okay.
case, we use no.
Okay.
But to you use no to emphasize. For example, she
Emphasize.
that yes, emphasize. Emphasize? I don't know. She hasn't. No, she has. Wait. She. Yes, she got. So for example, she. What is? She has. Yes, has got not. No. She's got no responsibility. Yes. So here
She's
you emphasize and what is here, ma? What is so she's got no responsibility, okay? So any remember that is with plural and no to emphasize. And at the beginning, you cannot use any like any problem is in her life.
okay. So that's wrong
Yes, look at any problem. Okay, any
because it's
okay,
singular.
any because it's not any. Sorry. It's not any. So
Okay.
that is wrong. It's no problem in her life, and she got no responsibility. What is the other? So when you say you say what we has hasn't got milk. You say we
Yeah, like there is no milk. Oh,
okay.
no, I
Uh,
remember.
no milk. No, but you say any milk? Yes. I don't know.
No, I've just said no milk
Yes,
because
but that is right.
milk is
So this is
a
another topic.
singular.
But it's right.
Okay.
Yes, because this is the there is verb, and you are this is the negative form of the there is. It's just that. So
But if you say eh, there is no any milks, it's also correct.
there is milks, just milk, because this is uncountable.
But with any, there is no any milks.
No, that is wrong. With
Why?
milk, it's
Right,
wrong.
wrong?
Yes, because first milk you cannot use it with s because it's just milk.
And any is for plurals.
Yes, but it you there's no time. No, yes, it's not correct because you just say, for example, like there's no milk, there's no bread, or there's no time, because any is to refer to that. So, for example, ninguna, ningunos, yes. So in that case, it sounds weird. If you think in that, it's gonna sound there is no any milk. It's like
Or there are not any milks? I mean, you say that no any, excuse me, you say that no any is with plural, right?
yes, not any problems, any packets of milk that could be,
Okay.
because now you are measuring the milk. I mean,
Yes, there are
there
not
is
any
not
bottles of packets.
packets or yes or bottles.
Or cups or whatever.
Any bottle or any bag
Bottle,
or no.
yes, all milk bottles. Here, what is milk bottles or bottles of milk?
But it might be to be there are not.
Uh-huh. Yes. Well done. Because now it's plural. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Very good. I got it perfectly.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
Um.
Very good.
Okay. Who wants to continue?
I can
I
continue if
want.
you want. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you can do it.
Okay. My topic is not grammar, but it's something that is very useful for us. Uh, so my topic is how to write a good paragraph,
All
how
right.
to structure a good paragraph, the structure of a good paragraph. So, what is a paragraph for you? What do you think
How
is a
to
paragraph?
write a good
Well, I think it's a text made by, I don't know, three, four, more than two lines. And you usually, uh, at the beginning, you put, I don't know, the general topic or you share ideas. Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's a paragraph. A paragraph is it's multiple sentences focusing on one topic and idea. That's a paragraph. So to start a good paragraph, we use a hook. Do you know what is a hook?
No. Do
No.
you know what a hook is?
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Do you know what a hook is? A hook is, for example, when somebody is fishing, he use a hook to catch the attention of the fishes.
Ah, okay.
It's gancho.
Yes.
That.
Anzuelo in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
I
at the
didn't know.
beginning of your paragraph, you must use a hook to catch the attention of the reader, and the hook could be a question, an interesting data or static, or a shocking statement. For example, a question. I don't know. For example, it's a paragraph about drugs. So the question is, why young people love drugs? And that's the hook of your paragraph, and people will read that and will say, "Oh, I want to know more." And same with interesting data and shocking studies. So that's the first thing you use in your paragraph. After the hook, you use a topic sentence. That is what you say, Carolina. It's the principal idea of your paragraph, and it's tell the reader what are you talking about.
Okay.
And after that, we use supporting sentences. Uh, you will use supporting sentences to prove that your topic sentence, so your first sentence, your main idea, it's true or it's correct. For that, you use data, statics, examples.
Could you
Uh,
silence your microphone if you are not talking? Sounds a lot of noise.
Yes, please.
you can use comparisons or contrast ideas. And you can use also the testimony of somebody, maybe an expert in the topic you are talking about. Um, and at the end, you use a concluding sentence to, yes, to finish your paragraph, your good paragraph. And you can use a summarize of the main points that you tell, a summarize of your supporting sentences, or a call to action. What do you think is a call to action, Michael?
Tell me.
What do you think is a call to action?
Including sentence, summarize the main points, call to action. It's like when you say, for example, so how can you improve all these problems? When you finish like that, yes? Like
Or for
you
example, like
you
make
make
the
the people
people,
think. Yes,
yeah,
think and like reflects about
make the
them.
people do the exercise or ask a question, make the people talk or do an
Yeah,
action.
it's that, that's the point is it's something that you say that make people do something. For example, with the topic of the drugs, um, for example, you can end with something like that. We must try to avoid the young people use drugs. That- That's a call to action. You are asking for do something, the reader.
Okay.
Or highlight and restate the main idea in different words, and it's like yes, say the main idea, your first idea, in different words. So that's all. But I think you would practice. So maybe it could be a homework to a paragraph or maybe two paragraphs using this structure. Okay.
Okay, but all the structure that you said,
Yes. So you create a paragraph using the hook, the topic sentence, supporting ideas, two or three supporting ideas, and a concluding sentence. That's a nice structure.
okay, that could be a homework.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we write three paragraphs. We use the speaking partners to correct or to correct it.
Yeah. So
So okay, Giovanni, the I don't know, tomorrow you tell them what's the homework to the people that is not here.
Okay, and that's
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Nick, do you want to continue or?
Yes, that's the last one. I don't believe that it takes more time. So I'm gonna share my screen. Wait.
Or do you prefer to me to start? Or
Do you prefer me to
Um,
start?
do you prefer me to start? Do you want me to start?
Uh-huh.
uh, I don't understand you. I'm not understanding.
If do you want me to start first than you?
No. So for that reason, I'm sharing that.
Okay, okay.
So
Good.
Where are you?
can you see my
Yeah,
screen?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So probably unlikely. Have you ever heard about it?
No,
Maybe yes, but not so deeply.
I don't know the difference, but I've
Yeah.
listened that. Mm, I've
Okay.
heard. I've heard.
So some people when reading is a little bit confused when they find the word likely because if you aren't a native, if you don't know the native speaking in United States or in British language, you are gonna be confused with that. So likely and probably could have the same meaning, but it depends on the context. So let's check what is first probably. Okay. So probably is an adverb. So it describes the manner in which a verb of performed. You already know what it means, yes? Michael, tell me what do you think is probably?
Probably I have to read.
Yeah, no, if you want to tell us,
But I
you
already saw. Okay, it's an adverb, yes, because it ends in L and Y, and it's like describe that something is likely to happen. I don't know. I think that probably and likely both are adverbs, but likely is that maybe you have like clues or you have seen things, then you can say that is likely to happen. Or
yes,
no, and probably no, it's confused.
it's something that could happen. That's all. It's something that could happen in the future, or I don't know, in a situation.
Okay.
So
Unlikely.
we have the example here. Why Kitty is sad? Probably because of you. Probably because of you.
It's a
So
supposition.
you, yes, you can be the fault, and you have the reason. Probably you have the fault, and is the reason why the kitty is sad. You look.
Okay.
Let's continue with likely.
I
Likely is an adverb. Could be an adverb, as 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 Michael said, but it distinguishes future in that of an acts as an adjective. You can use it as an adjective. Um, a function probably cannot perform. So what it says is like more than adjective that you can use only
Muy buenos días, damas y
in
caballeros.
some
El día de hoy vamos a traer una nueva promoción para este sector. Le ofrecemos
who
una
is
línea
talking.
telefónica gratuita para realizar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So so let's see the example. Relax. You are more likely to get killed by a cow than a shark.
account.
So what it means? You could be uh, is most probably for said that is most probably that a cow kills you than a shark. So you use likely as an adjective. It's more likely.
Yes. Yes, you are likely to get angry or something like that.
Yes, than another person.
Mm-hmm. Ah, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So relax. You are more likely than. Okay.
So do you have
So
to use likely as an adjective, but after then you have to use them always.
yes, and but it also you always are gonna use likely to. Likely to is always are
Uh-huh, yes.
always together.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So it's always with infinitives?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The likely winner appeared at last minute. Okay. But here is another that is in depends of the context that you use too. Excuse me. So
Uh-huh.
the likely winner
Mm,
appeared at the last minute. So it is in past, I guess. No, no, no,
yeah.
no, no. That is a probably. That is a probably.
It's
So
a
what?
probably, but in the past. It's like a guess. So I suppose the likely winner appear at the last minute.
No, I guess that is like a conditional. It's like something that could happen in the future. Could. There's only that could happen. Not is
But why
exactly.
if it's appeared?
What?
Why if it says appeared?
Because always with infinity, with what? With conditionals. That is means that something could happen in the future.
Mm,
It's only
what happened? Okay.
But you're talking about the second or you're talking about the first one?
that is the first one, I guess.
The first one. The second is conditionals. The first one, I don't see the conditional.
So for that reason, likely
Yeah?
is like said if is something that can change in the future.
Mm, no.
So it's like if the winner appeared at the last minute?
Hmm. In Spanish, how you can say it?
Mm,
Si el ganador
because
apareció al último minuto.
no, it's more
Aparece.
like
El
O
probable
No,
ganador
es
apareció al
probable que el
último.
no.
ganador
I think that
aparezca.
is
sí, a eso es lo
Es
que that's what I
probable
mean.
que el ganador aparezca al último minuto.
I think that is like
No, yo lo veo como el probable ganador apareció al último minuto.
yes,
Me
like
too.
that.
I
No,
agree
no, no.
with Giovanni.
Hmm. Yes, 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 that is. El probable ganador appeared at last guy. Okay.
So this is not
So
conditional.
the second one,
Okay. You are likely
yes.
to eat all of the cake if I leave you here along with it. Okay.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ye-
here
And
are you using infinitive?
so a question.
Tell me.
Why can't why cannot I use what cannot use probably.
Because as I told you before, probably is like how can I
An
say that?
adverb?
No, there is a yes, 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 yes. But in this case, I don't know how can I explain that. So you are likely to eat. So all the
No,
cake
because
if
in
I
that case, that likely, in the case that is, you are likely to eat all of the case is like you have the ability. So it's like, no, I know you, and if I leave you alone,
You're
I
going to
know
eat
that
it.
you are gonna eat. So you it's likely to happen, and it's in your condition. But the
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
probably is when you are doing the probably and you are not expressing the probably. You are like saying that you are likely to do it. I
Yes.
don't know.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know more than me, so you are our teacher too.
What?
Okay. It
So the
is.
last one is: it is likely that there is a better way to trap a mouse.
I think that in that you can use probably too because could you say probably there is a better way to trap a
Yeah.
mouse.
Yes.
In that way you can use it.
Trap is cash? Catch?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So Plazo.
Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm going to explain you my topic. It's a short topic. So, um, let me let me show my screen
Why there are two Carolinas?
because I I can't do this by my cell phone, so I need to use both.
Ah, okay. Perfect. Awesome. Beautiful.
That's why
Let's
I
see.
don't create the Hangouts. My computer is a mess. Okay, can you see? Yeah. Okay. Well, my topic is the difference between begin or start.
Mhm.
Um, these are two very similar ways to say that you are going to do something the first time. So there is no a lot of difference between two, but you use them in different ways. So, for example, in this case, you can use both. I began or I start teaching when I was 24. Or if Sheila doesn't come soon, let's begin or let's start without her.
Mhm.
Um, you use you usually use start when you are talking about for example here is like an spontaneous situation. Damn, it's starting to rain. Is the same like it will rain because it's a very rapid decision. Let me do something.
Mhm.
Wait. Oh my god. Okay, and uh what? Okay, we generally prefer begin when you are using like a more formal style. For example, in this, we will begin the meeting with a message from the president. So begin is more for formal style of talking. There are cases in which you cannot use begin. You have to use start. So, for example, when you're going to start a journey or a trip, so in this case, it says, I think we should start at 4 p.m. while the roads are empty. So you cannot use begin because this is not a situation to 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 be specific. I don't know how to explain. And we just start working. But in this case, it's just for machines, not for people. So the bus, the washing machine, the taxi, the car, the bus didn't start, and I had to take a taxi. So you never
Mhm.
use begin with this. It will be the worst mistake. And at the last, make something start. How do you start the washing machine, or how do you start the computer? Yeah, so
Okay,
this
so
is
with machines you use the start. And
yeah.
with a journey. and you use begin in formal ways like let's begin the meeting.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And so, yeah, there is there a question? Do you have
No.
a question? No? Okay. Okay. With the infinitives and progressive forms, there is a little different. Uh, begin and start can be followed by infinitives or ing forms. Usually, there is no a very big difference, but um, after progressive forms, is better to use infinitives, like in this case. This is the progressive form, so it's better if you use the infinitive with this. You
Yes,
never
because
could
beginning
use,
learning is run.
yeah, I'm beginning learning. No, that's that. You never use ing twice.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, I'm beginning to. Okay. And this. In this, especially in these cases, are special. Um, with these verbs, you should use infinitives because it's more understandable. I don't know. I slowly began to understand how she felt. So you always use infinitives with these verbs. He started to
No, but
realize,
it's because this understands and realize and now is a stative verb. It's just for that begin to understand because I begin to understanding that sounds terrible and
yeah.
I begin to knowing that is
Who can give me an example with know? To know.
for example I but the correct example or a wrong
A wrong example.
a wrong okay so for example I began knowing a new friend.
Yeah, you got it. So those verbs are not possible because are stative. So it's something that you do with your brain, right?
Mhm.
So that's not possible.
And I think that is more
So
start. I start to know a new friend. No, I just know. No, it's more like I just knew a new friend. I don't know.
or I
Because you
just
take,
meet or
yes, yes, because you don't make like a process of no. I don't know. I'm just know.
yeah. So remember for these verbs you use infinitives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I think that's all.
Okay.
So
I
thank
can
you.
explain my topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Can I explain?
Can I explain my topic? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I am talk about
Oh,
doing to and how into
oh.
are similar to because of is more common use due due to yes.
Mm-hmm.
They indicate that something happened as a result or something or introduce the reason for something happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For example, there are more down to or owing to the bad weather. What is the pronoun?
Weather. Yes, weather.
Weather. Uncommon. The march was cancelled. Cancelled. Cancelled.
Okay, so the
Yes.
match was cancelled due to the bad weather or owing to the bad weather.
The yes the phrases begin with do to or going to are often separate from the rest of their sentence by a common. Yes,
But when it start
this
with
is
that,
important.
yes, I'm.
Yes,
ah,
you need to start with this.
okay.
And some people uh, uh, think, believe, I don't know, it's incorrect to use a begin begin of a clause in this way. Yes, because
Mhm.
look, this part start with
Yes,
yes,
as I
but the
said, that
structure is common use in educate use it
mhm,
like this example.
we have had to postpone the meeting owing to the strike or due to the strike. Due to the strike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you give me an example, Michael?
Of okay. So, for example, mm, due to I don't know French, I can travel to. Sounds weird, but it's like that because it's French and French. Okay, did you got it?
Re- Repeat,
Um,
please.
Due to I don't know French, I can't travel to French.
so so you should
And
say I can
understand,
travel.
understand.
So you say I can travel to French due to I don't know French or something like that.
Yes, but you can use due
But
to
I'm
in
not.
the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. But in the middle of the sentence is more formal. Yes? You will
Yes,
say,
it's
And
okay. Yes,
and is it okay if I use owing to at the first part?
mm-hmm.
yes.
Yvonne, I have a
Owing to.
It's
question.
only the second is more common with educate. Yes.
Okay.
I have a question, Yvonne.
Uh,
In
tell
the
me.
second one, do we use comma?
Yes, always comma. Look.
Yes.
I I did a course on Coursera about about the commas and things like that.
Mhm.
And I did that in the second one is not necessarily the comma. In the first one it's correct, but in the
Yes.
second one I think it's not necessary because the dependent clause comes after the independent clause.
But I understand that because it's different clause.
Uh-huh.
The
But
next, the first connect with
You
the
have
second.
to postpone the
yes,
meeting.
it's a different clause, but the second one is a independent clause.
But wait,
Comes
where
after
do
Okay.
you where
independent.
do
No, I don't know.
wait. Yvonne, where do you find this in the book, in the red book, in the yellow book?
Yeah.
So it is right because
Yes.
as the same, you have to remember that the periods and the commas and all of that depends on if it's British English or yes, they use that different.
Okay.
The punctuation. And I don't know that book. I think that is from yes from England. But
No.
as the same, if it says that in the book, I think that is right because as the same, you have two clauses. That is right. In
Yes. I show you in the next. Is you don't understand me very well.
No, I mean I did a course, an online course,
Okay.
and I learned that. And
Um,
about what I
supposedly,
learned,
this is
it,
a good question for speaking partners.
yes, yes, you have to take notes of that, Giovanni.
okay.
And as to Michael or, for example, to Brian Bustos.
Yeah, now we are going to have more speaking partners. So, for example, the next Tuesday, we are going to have Ryan Wallen. If you want to participate, you obviously you can. And we will have Jason, another speaking partner. But we need to work on the Spanish classes. So, take notes of your questions.
Okay.
Yes. I did
Okay,
that for just a
continue.
day. Okay, so yes, continue. You can.
Also, doing two can also fall the verbs to be, but not with owing to. Yes. So this is incorrect. This is correct.
Okay,
Okay.
his
Yes. This simple. This
success
rule.
was due to his mother. Owen. Okay. So now the verb to be with Owen.
I finish my.
Okay, you finish? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, guys, thank you for participating in the class. See you tomorrow.
So
Thank
see
you.
you.
Don't
See
forget
you.
to bring your activities and check the
Yes.
calendar.
Okay,
Okay.
Bye
bye.
bye to the people on YouTube. We are Robin Book Foundation. We are the junior coaches. And see you the next time.
See you next
Bye,
time.
you too.
Bye.